So, good morning, students. So, this is our next class on the revision tour of class 11th. Actually, few classes is still left more in order to complete our revision tour of class 11th. And today we are going to discuss the selection statement or condition statement. So this is the conditional statement or selection statement. Actually, there are two type of control structure exist in the Python programming language, and they are categorized into two category. One we have studied in previous classes, that it loops, and in today class we are discussing the second category of conditional category of the control structure, that is the conditional statement or selection statements. These selection statement actually controls the execution of program based on some condition. That means if the given conditions is true or false, the execution of the program works accordingly. So there are three types of condition statements exist in the Python programming language, and the first one is the only simple if statement. Second is the if else statement, and third one is the if elif statement. Actually, the third one statement also known as a ladder statements, because over here you can use the multiple if else together. Okay, so in today class we will discuss top two is condition statement, that is the if and if else, and in some next classes we will discuss the third category of if elif or ladder if else statements in details. So this is about the if statement. So before just knowing how to use the if statement, first we need to know the structure of if statement. So as you are seeing in the slide, that is the structure of if statement. uh, so in order to write the if statement, just we need to write the simple if, and after that we write the condition, and these conditions always results in true or false. That means the condition must return true or false. And in the body of if statement, we first use some indentation and then write any statement or any group of statement. So that is the in this case, if the condition is true, this statement gets run, otherwise this compiler skip this statement. Just I am explaining again. If the given condition is true, only in that case the statement gets run, otherwise they do not run. Okay, for example, there is a small example, that is the if a equal to b, that is a comparison sign, and suppose a and b having some values, it may be integer values or maybe character values or maybe string values. Okay, so if the given condition true, that means if the value of a and b are same, okay, so then the print hello statement will execute, because we have used this indentation sign, and if that indentation sign is given before the line, so if the given condition is true, only in this case the print hello will execute, otherwise it will not execute. For example, if say if the value of a is 4 and the value of b is 5, in this case this statement will not run, because the both value are different. If the value of b is 4, in this case the statement print hello will run, and on the output screen you will get hello. Okay, so let's see some more example of if. Suppose you want to make a range. That means if you want to make the range some certain like 0 to 9, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. In this case we may join multiple conditions or two conditions using and or operator. Okay, and or operator. So over here I have used the condition. You need to be more careful while using any condition. So if you see carefully, I have used this AND operator, and this AND operator is joining two condition. One condition is a greater than equal to a greater than equal to 0, and another condition is a less than equal to 9. That means if the value of a is equal to or more than 0 and a the value of a is less than or equal to 9, that means the number 0 to 9 will satisfy this condition, because your number must be equal to or greater than 0, and it must be less than or equal to 9. So only the digits which falls between 0 to 9 including the bound values satisfied this condition. Therefore on if the value of a is 0 to 9, only then the condition will gets true and you will get the message print hello. Suppose you have given the value of a is 10. In this case you will not get the hello message. Why? Because the both conditions will give you false, because in the first case the value of a is greater than equal to 0. Okay, in this case it will get satisfied, but the both condition must be satisfied in order to run this hello statement. And over here the value this may be true for 10, but this is not true for 10, and the result is the false for the value of 10. Therefore this statement will not run. Getting my point? I am just explaining again. The AND operator only returns true value if both condition given the left hand side and the right hand side returns the true value, otherwise it will return the false value. So in this case if the value of a is 10, it will return false, and this statement will not run. So if we want to take the print message hello, we must give the value of a between 0 to 9. I hope you got this. So let's see another. So this is the second type of conditional or selection statement, and this is the if else statement. Actually if else statement is a extended version of if statement. In this case suppose the given condition is false, then the whatever written in the else block it will run, and if the given condition is true, then whatever given in if block will execute. I hope you got this. I am just explaining again. If the statement given in the if block only execute when the given condition is true. If the given condition is false, then whatever given in the else statement will runs. Okay. So this is the simple structure of if else, and there is a simple example to make you understand. In this case we have given a equal to b. In this case if the value of a is equal to b, then only you will get the hello message. If the value of a is not equal to b, then you will get only the by statement. You need to be more careful while using the if else statement. Normally student commits the mistake where they gives a condition also with the else block over here. So you must remember that you no need to mention any condition with the else statement. Just write the else and after that a colon. You no need to write any condition between the else and colon. If you write, you will get an error. Okay. So let's see some more example of that is the if else statement. So over here you see that I have just written one program to find any number, whether it is even or odd. So in the first line I have given that I am getting input of any number, and I have given that n equal to int input enter any number, and whatever gives with the input number, it will be converted into the integer, as we know that the input function only takes the value in the string, and in order to convert that string into any integer, we need integer functions to convert it into the integer. It is also known as a typecasting that we have studied in the previous classes. So after getting the value of n, will divide this number by 2, because any number which is divisible by 2 is known as a even number. If it does not divided by 2, then it is odd number. So this modulus sign will give the remainder part of that number. If after dividing n by 2 you will get 0 as remainder, then it will print number, it will print the message even. Otherwise, if after division of 2 the remainder is 1, so the condition will false, and you will get the message that is the odd. I hope you got this. So let me explain again, that we have taken the input of value in the n, and we have divided that number with the 2, and we have taken remainder over here, and if this remainder is 0, the condition is will be 0 equal to 0, and it is true, so therefore you will get even. If the remainder is 1, then 1 is equal to 0 will false, and this statement will not run, and the whatever given in the else block will be executed. So in this case, if the remainder is 1, you will get odd message. So we can run this program even on compiler. So let me check whether it is runnable or not on the compiler. So over here, this is my Python compiler, and I have just opened this compiler, and that is the by default message written, and I am just writing that. Okay, so I have written that program onto the mobile Python compiler, and if I print if I press that button run, this one, you will get any message. So I am just printing, just getting input of any number. Suppose I have given 4, and okay, and see there you have the message is over here, enter any number and even. Okay, and suppose I am running again that program, and I have given the value 7, and again run it. So if you notice that over here the output is odd, so this is odd. Okay, and it's all about if else statement. So for today it's all, and in next classes we will discuss the ladder structure or if elif structure of our conditional statement in few next classes. So till then, bye bye.